All right, guys, this is Chris Rangel with Aim to the Top Coaching. Hey, I want to make sure that you know that, introductions to your martial arts school, man, that's powerful. When you first come on board, you're going to want to know, hey, what are some of the key factors that we do when we're signing up students, signing up parents, and getting people acclimated, retention, building the revenue, building up the recruiting portion. Well, when you do that, it starts with a quick tour. So what I'd like to tell you is one thing that's worked well for us is we went from having just chairs put out to, and here's a freebie, guys, we utilize tables. So with tables and chairs, parents engage. And look at this, we give them talking pieces. Talking point here might be ultimate martial arts rules and regulations. And they'll say, well, Tommy didn't tell me that, or I wasn't aware of that. Well, we put those out on the table, and it gives great talking points. When they come into our gym, they see that we do more than just the plain generic martial arts. We have a full power Taekwondo class. We teach both the Olympic sparring and we do the traditional ITF systems here. I truly love both systems and certified in both, and I utilize that to just strengthen our Taekwondo world. The other part of it is that we have a full MMA program. The great part about that is you don't have to wait till they're adults. I started a program. Here's a freebie for you guys. I can show you how, but you need to call. You need to put in the inbox, Mr. Rangel, I want to know about your new Muay Thai program for the little kids. How were you able to sell that in your community? Dude, it's powerful. I've got a full written up curriculum, and I start them from 4 to 6 years old, teach them a little bit of wrestling background, Muay Thai, and so then I put them in the cage, and parents love it. Obviously, they're not grounding and pounding each other, but they get to ground and pound on me and some of my staff and some of the pads and equipment that we have. Another thing that's really nice that you'll definitely want to do is you're going to want to put your credentials out there. Now, you need to make sure that you have proper credentializations, because people Google these days. You're going to need to know, hey, is my credentialization, is it up to speed? So I did both Kukiwan and then ITF, Chang Hung, and my World Muay Federation for my Taekwondo. I want to make sure that I'm internationally recognized, and then I'm Muay Thai certified. So I want to make sure that my parents know that I have proper documentation on everything that I do. I pretty well put down the tournament trophies. They didn't need to see that, and it's from eons ago. So, I have them, but actually I threw a lot of them away. But you know what? They want to see the accreditation. It's not about how good or bad of a fighter that I was, or forms, or anything else in my art. It's about what I can give to the students, what you can give to your student. They're looking for that empowerment, that success, that you're there to be their mentor and guide them, an instructor. Quite frankly, I don't think they really need to see your trophies, because they're already in your door. Let's win them with your accreditation and the way that you care about their kids. Okay, all right. So we also have our gear, and it's readily available. That way that when you want them to represent you, you're going to want to have your equipment out ready to go. You're going to want to have everything very transparent. Now, I've heard some people say, hey, they've been with me this long, I'm going to give them a discount, or they're black belts now and they do this. You know what? All of us have paid thousands and thousands of dollars in seminars. We've done the education. We put everything we have into our heart. We take time away from our families. And guys, you have to be transparent. You have to go equal across the board. If you don't do that, you're going to have hurt feelings. Somebody's going to get left out, or find out that one person didn't pay the same as you did, and that it's not right anyways. Let them bless you. It's going to add more to your value. It's going to, because it doesn't diminish the education that you're giving them, and it's going to add to your bottom line at the end of the day. But so I make that very transparent. So I have all of that ready to go. So I have their pricing, I have schedule, I have annual fees, I have fitness schedules, their waivers, everything, and rules. Super important. Have your rules posted and make sure that the parents know what they are. Also, I have concession available. We run everything. It's branded. Branding is huge. You're going to want to work on that. I can definitely help you out with that and teach you what you need to do getting that. You're going to want to make sure that your equipment, everything is put up properly. If the kids see you store your stuff and keep it up to speed, they will do the same in the back rooms. So I have everything stored, and we have our dressing rooms ready to go. So that makes it kind of nice. I'm going to give you a quick tour of our school. So again, we have our big training area. The other thing I like to do is I like to make sure that we have pads and equipment for parents to get onto the floor. They'll hold pads for us. Guys, that's the quickest way to add to your bottom line, because you're going to have a retention rate that's so much stronger once you add mom and dad into the fold, because they're going to be able to you'll get them onto the floor by just inviting them. They want to be included. Who wouldn't want to be a part of their student's life? And if they don't, or they're not physically capable, there's always there's that one dad or that one mom or grandma or grandpa or uncle or brother that jumps in, and then they become amazing. They're some of your future. The other thing that I invested in is I wanted to make sure that we had a proper sound system. So I utilize a mic system because our classes get big. If you teach multiple classes, you're definitely going to want to do this, because if you don't, your voice will be raspy like mine. So over the course of years, many years, it takes its toll on you. So you definitely want to do that. Another neat thing that I have invested in is one-way glass. So in here, you can see it has reflection. I have some, I really like to have my parents out on the floor, invite them. I want them to be a part of every class, because eventually I'll get them onto the floor. And I have an average retention rate of about 94%. I have 12-year retention rate on the average for my students. I get them onto the floor, and that's how you do it. But some of them want to just see what's going on, or they need Junior to be by himself. So we have one-way glass. That way, if they cry or whatever, then mom, dad can take them and deal with that. We have a full grappling room. So in our grappling room, this is separate because, I have traditional martial arts out on the main floor. And in this area, we do more of the judo and the wrestling and a little bit higher combat level. It's about 2,000 square feet. I make sure that there are viewing chairs. I make sure that there's a bucket. And here's a big thing, guys. Make sure these mats are clean all the time. And Germ-X. Germ-X for the hands, because, guys, these boxing gloves start smelling. All right, we're going to keep on walking. Another big piece that you're going to want is you're going to want one area just to store your stuff. So I have one area. We're still working on it. So I store my mops, my private bathroom back there, and then I have equipment office, and then I have my all my equipment to clean with is in here. So we have that. As we go through, you want to make sure that things are posted. You want to make sure that kids are keeping your area clean. So I make an area where they can store their gear. So I have all their hogus, chest protectors, everything, and then they are accountable for bringing their stuff, and they have their little cubicles that they store their stuff with. It's full during the week. You always want your office available to have those talks with the parents, because sometimes you just need to have that private talk. So I have an office. It's with the one-way glass. I have my copier ready to go because you always never want to get caught without your waivers or any business form. So I invested in a nice copier. I have everything put out that I need, from my monitors to tournament stuff. I have books, all the manuals that you need to do, teaching manuals for your instructors, what they're accountable for, and all their forms are in here. And this way that you can teach your junior development team how to how you want them to be trained. So it's good for them, it's good for you, it's good for business. I also have a full training facility. So I don't want to lose students to other coaches that don't train them like I want them. So for sports specific, I do speed and agility. So we have the old school ropes, jump ropes, ladders. We have spin cycle, and we have great equipment. And so we have spin cycle, especially when my kids are training towards nationals. I want their legs in shape. I want them ready to go. For safety factor, I have machines for the weight because I don't want anybody to drop anything while they're doing their benches and things like that. Pull-up bars. We have sleds, battle ropes, all your dumbbells. We have stations, so we can do multiple things like squats or bench press, hitting the bag, tier bag. They can do rings. They can do rope climb. They can do the long Muay Thai bag, the banana bags. I make sure that there's opportunity and training equipment for all of my students to optimize their training. So, people really, they get jealous with some of the things. I can post whatever workouts I want on the board, and we're ready to go. I can keep this separated with a barn door, or I can open it up wide, and I'm right back out to my main floor. So there you have it. Make sure that you know about your business. Make sure that you have a tour set up for them. Do a power tour. Do one that's specific for you. If you'd like to know more about some of the processes we do, get on the horn with me. Call me, 316-727-6663. Also, just inbox me, comment, get a hold of me. We're going to teach you to aim to the top with Aim to the Top Coaching. I'm Chris Rangel. Have a great day.